welcome back to the channel, and today I'm using the ez4 Kaufman trailer, and this is a 4-car hauler. I guess you guys want to know about my ramp. Comes with this remote right here. This operates the up and down, and this is my hydraulic pump right here. And if for some reason this one is not working, you could operate it over here manually. Over here adjusting the speed right here. It's got a little plus right here. By turning the knob to your left, you adjust the speed on it, but you don't want to make it too fast. You want to make it enough where it's safe. Normally in this situation I would load up the car without putting the ramp, so we're going to put the ramp up right now. And this hydraulic ram right here, it's bigger than my Infinity, but the Infinity is longer, but this one's thicker. This one right here is like, I feel like it's like a heavy duty. And these are my pins right here. And I already know I have a car, so my car is always going to go on number 3 right here. And then for the smaller SUV, like a Mini Cruiser, I'm gonna go on the last hole right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pin it, and then you lower it. So in this case, I have a car. I'm gonna go, and actually, only if I'm going to put it on the number 3 spot right here. I will put it on number 3. But in this situation, I'm only picking up this car. I'm going to put it right here. So I already know. I'm going to go all the way down on it. And you'll see in a little bit what I'm talking about. But for her to drive the vehicle in, always got to pin it. Safety reason, because you never know, you might have a hydraulic leak and the ramp might accidentally lower it and hit the top of the car. So right now I just pinned it on this side. If I have a car on the top deck, I would pin both of them for safety reason, but only because there's no cars up there, and this is kind of like my preference. So I pin it on this side. Now she's going to drive it up. There she goes. Hold on. Okay. Keep going. Right. Stop. Anywhere you could position this car anywhere right here. The ramp is fine right there. If you have a truck, it tends to bounce up and down a lot, but I'm gonna have her park it right here. This is fine, and this is gonna go on the number 2. I mean, I could lower it more, but if she gets off, she might hit her head on that piece of metal right there, the end of the ramp. Lower it. It's on the number 2 right here. All right, you want to just, how do you say it? You don't want to start bending this tube right here. Just don't put too much pressure where you start bending this bar right here, okay? So this is the Kaufman trailer, ez4. This trailer right here could be used in a lot of different ways. There's advantages of this trailer and disadvantages with my other trailer. The disadvantage Disadvantage with the other trailer, it takes longer. The trailer's This one's a 48. I believe my Infinity is a 50 or 51. So it's a little longer, heavier. I have several stops to do. I'd rather use the Kaufman. The other one, if I have a full load, I use the other one. That's the advantage it has over this one. And that's the disadvantage. With the Infinity, I could put 5 cars or 5 vehicles or 4 trucks. This one, overall, it's been a really good trailer. It's when I first started looking into what equipment I was going to buy, I was going to go with the Mini 5. One of the guys had a Mini 5, and I'm like, wow, it's the ramp in the back. When it starts raining, it becomes real slippery. I was going to buy a Mini 5, drove all the way to LA. I didn't do that, only because they had no experience car hauling. So I want to get my experience first. Best thing I did for my when I started my career as a transporter was buying this one, and I still have it. I love this trailer. When I bought the Infinity, I thought about selling it. Why am I going to get rid of something that's going to make me money? Okay, this still makes me money. Okay, the other one, they both make me money, but they both have disadvantages and advantages. They're both good trailers. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with the Mini 5. This is just my preference for starting my transporting business. If you're new with car hauling, I highly recommend this trailer right here, or even a wedge trailer, a 3 car. This is the 4 car. Or you could use this as a wedge trailer too, if you don't feel like doing 4 cars. Overall, this is a good trailer. You have any questions?
You could have gone down to the first hole, right? Because there's plenty of distance here.
Okay, so there's so many different ways of doing this. It just depends on the transporter or your preference, what you want to do, where you park the car at. Okay, you can move it back more. You can go forward.
How much distance do you always want to have from the ramp to the car?
Well, you want to have that
a fistful. Okay.
Okay. The minimum probably, what is this, about 4 inches?
A fist. Just put your fist up there.
Okay, maybe 4 inches or maybe 5.
I think 5.
It all depends on the vehicle, because you can have a lifted truck, and the lifted truck is going to bounce up and down. So on the lifted trucks, what I do, depending on the highway that I'm taking, if I'm going on Highway 12 to Rio Vista, those trucks are going to bounce because of the road. So what I do, I put a strap right here in the middle, on the bumper, and that keeps the vehicle or the truck from bouncing up and down. The first car, I'm always going to back it in. The second car, on the top, on the ramp, I'm going to back it up. Want to keep the height as low as possible, and then you want to take a lot of the weight off your truck too by backing up the first vehicle and the second vehicle. And
the heaviest truck in the back, the heaviest vehicle in the back.
Yeah, like the other day, I knew I was going to have 2 big trucks. Toyota Tacoma, I could have easily put it on the number 1 spot. So what I did that day, when I got back to you next morning, I kind of switched the vehicles, end up using the Infinity for that reason. Because for me, safety is my number 1 when I'm car hauling. So I don't want to push this trailer too much. These have 8 and 8 and 8.
These are 8.
They're 8. So on my Infinity, I have 15K. I have 2 axles. It's a 2-axle, dual tires, and on that one I can push 30K on each axle, which is 15K. I think they're 8. Oh, let's get going.
The only thing is if they're 8, that's only 24,000 pounds. And this trailer is rated at 25,000 pounds. So it's rated at 25. Where is it? Right there.